let's see if I can build a working gun out of these parts. So with the parts I have right here, I'm not going to really be able to put together anything fancy, but I will be able to put together basic M16. I just sifted through and took out all the packing peanuts. So now I'm going to separate the usable parts from the non-usable ones. So these are all the parts that I'm going to be using. I've got some pretty good ones actually. These two were paired together in a mystery M4 I got from a friend. That M4 is now my HPA setup that you can watch in this video. It's actually a pretty good motor. It's the M130. This right here is a gearbox. I'm pretty sure it's been shimmed. It has a weird open design, but it worked in the past, so it should work now. It does need some rewiring. I can see right here, need some electrical tape. I can use this wire, and I'm gonna power it with this. So this is a PEQ box. It's got a laser, but it also has a battery inside it, a 7.4 LiPo wired to Dean's. So I think, yeah, there we go. I shorted the battery. Let's put this together. So I guess we're gonna start with rewiring the gearbox and figuring out the battery situation. So let's do that. Is gonna work. Let's set that aside. And now, let's put together the barrel unit. Alright, so I got it all charged up. Hey, there we go. Alright. So we got it turning again. That's the good part. So unfortunately, the gearbox that I was using has some internal problems, so I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow and use a different gearbox. Like a melody in my So this is what I managed to cook up with all the parts in that box. It's not very fancy, but it does work. It's just, you know, we're using a regular high-cap magazine, and I have to hold it in there or else it doesn't shoot at all. We have a very tactical laser pointing backwards so you can blind yourself when you're firing. So let's take it outside and see how it performs. So it's shooting, which is very, very temperamental. Oh, is that it? Okay, it's still working. Hey, there we go. 11 rounds per second, 34 FPS. All right. Oh my gosh. So I can get 28 rounds per second. That's actually pretty good. An average of 9.4. That is terrible. I can't believe this works. When putting this together, I had no idea if it would work or not, but I can tell you, it just works. It has an average of about 30 FPS, which would be greatly enhanced by the use of a hop-up nub. That's really the only thing keeping this back from being actually relevant. I don't know how I managed to get 28 BBs per second out of it, but I think it has something to do with the motor being pretty high end. Now I did have to do a couple things on the inside. I actually, off camera, I had to open up the gearbox and mess with the trigger contacts so that it would actually fire. And I do have to keep this taped down because I don't have screws to hold that in. So there's a lot of problems with it, but it does work. Jesus. You see it's firing on full auto when it's on semi. So there are a bunch of problems with it. If you want to see me use this in an actual airsoft war, then give this video a like and leave a comment telling me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.